Hey guys, what's up? This is Don Diablo and you're watching Asiamah TV on Represent. Stay tuned.
This is Netherlands. Is that right now?
Jeremiah here from Represent Radio, and I'm joined by the man in the moment, the Stephen Hawkins of House, the Michael Jacksons of House, the one and only Don Diablo. Bro, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much, yeah.
How has your tour been in the British Isles for 6 days?
It's been a long time since I've been here, so it's good to be back, yeah. I'm coming back for Creamfields, but yeah, this was like me sort of getting on the grind, going into the club scene and doing venues, like being close to the people, and it was really good so far, yeah, really good.
So you say you've been close to the people. What about the people from all your tours? Which one has been the best venue?
Ooh, it's always the last one you've done, right? So yesterday I did Dublin.
Yeah.
That was insane. Yeah, if it was the right venue, it was like from start to finish. I walked in and I could feel like the room is electric and you know, the vibe is right, and everybody, they knew all my songs from beginning to finish, and they were like, they had it on their phones, they had the artwork, they're holding it up in the air, even when they heard me mixing it in. So yeah, that really makes me feel like, you know, like, I guess, wanted.
Yeah. Wicked. So next question is that, speaking of new music, you made a remix to Lethal Bizzle's Festa Skank. Now, Lethal Bizzle is a massive UK grime artist. Now, how did that collaboration come about, and what do you think of UK grime?
First of all, I love UK grime. I actually used to do, like, you know, some drum and bass and dubstep stuff on the side. But it's actually, to be if you go back in time a little bit, I once did an event myself, an event where I was allowed to invite different artists from different countries, and I invited Bizzle.
Oh yeah.
So I guess and it never was really the right timing to do a remix, and I really liked sort of the basic foundation of Festa Skank, and I wanted to do something a little bit grimier and a little bit dirtier, because my aim is to kind of play like maybe 90% of my set, my own tracks. So that was one thing I was missing from my set, sort of that grimy, drivey, bassy kind of track.
Proper bassy.
So I was like, I'm going in on this one.
And you went in alright, and you and you made another remix as well, which I actually love it. It's from Blonde or Cried Out. Now, I checked your recent interview. You said that you love making music and you love directing your own videos, as you directed Anytime, correct me if I'm wrong, and edited it yourself. Correct?
Yeah.
So obviously in music there's a lot of emotion going behind remixes, tracks in general. Why did you choose Blondes All Cried Out to remix?
You know what it is? I kind of picked the remixes on two criteria. Like, one, it's something that's still on my bucket list. Like, I picked Madonna because she was on my bucket list.
Right.
Like, you know, I just wanted to remix Madonna once in my life. And the other tracks I pick, you know, the sort of smaller projects, they're like either like stuff that I like personally, like the Wombats. It's a band, like, I listen to all of their music, you know, I have their albums. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the biggest act, but I kind of choose it so that it becomes like a variety of styles and sounds, and they have a place within my DJ set. So the Blonde record, I really love the original.
Amazing,
so I really want to play that original, but I prefer playing like my own music in my sets, because that's kind of saves me from, you know, the hassle of having to worry about what others are playing. I can just play my own tracks.
And you know it's yours.
I know it's mine, and I just take whatever is good from that song, and I give it my own twist. And that's why I really like that song, you know?
And also, I've done a lot of research, but in another interview with a female, you said that you put a lot into your sets. Like, so obviously as a DJ myself, anyone can just bang out a set, but how do you like structure your sets to make everyone feel upbeat at different times of the set?
Ooh, I don't know. It's like I kind of try to like look at the crowd, read the crowd, and interact with them. and not just play records from beginning to finish. Just kind of like, sometimes I structure down, I break down my own tracks. I have different parts of my own tracks that I can manipulate on the spot to kind of like stipulate, like kind of give an extra sort of emphasis on a record that's mine. Or for every track I play, even if it's not my track, it's altered, it's edited. I have 3 or 4 versions of it, whether it's a small club, a big club, a festival, a dead crowd, an amazing crowd. You come across it all, so like you have to be prepared. So I really meticulously prepare myself, and then I leave enough space to improvise as well. So I have all these little elements, little samples. I guess you just have to come to a show and just kind of see how I do it. But
so I'll be able to hear some of your samples and everything you structured into your set tonight in Leeds.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'd like to see it as like a live show where you kind of interact on both, on the microphone, use all 4 decks.
All 4, yeah.
Yeah, and you play a lot of your own music. I see a lot of guys just, they get out the ghost producer out of the box.
Yeah.
And they make a record for them, and then they go on stage and they play a song, and then they get a big bag of money on their back, and they leave the club.
Of course.
Which is great for them, actually. I mean, props, and it's definitely a good way of living.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like I'm in a privileged position to do this and to be able to travel the world and see these people and make a decent amount of money. So I feel like I have to work hard for it to earn it and to prove myself, and that's why I just see it like every day is like the first day I'm starting with my career. Like I'm that kid in that in that attic.
Yeah.
When I lived with my parents, just grinding away, trying to learn all the software and trying to, find a way into breaking into the market.
So according to Wikipedia, when you was 15, that was the first time you've got signed, right?
Yeah.
So did you ever think that you would be live here today and making music, going worldwide, touring?
Not at all. It's absolutely ridiculous, you know? No, because I wanted to make films, and I wanted to go to film school, and music was like an interesting thing for me because it was something you can do by yourself. Whereas film is very like you have to work in a team. You're very dependent on like other people, you know. And that's what I like about music. You can make a song from start to finish, especially like electronic music, by yourself. And I like working in teams, but I couldn't find the right people, and I have no idea how it got here. But I'm like, when I do something, I want to do it right, and I don't know. Maybe one day I'll still make that feature film, but for now, I'm just really want to kind of do right to my fans who are spending a lot of time and effort and love and dedication to go on this journey together with me. So
now the new single La La Da 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 My Window is out now on Beatport and on iTunes. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It's only on Beatport right now.
Only on Beatport,
for 2 weeks, and then it'll come out in a week actually on Spotify and iTunes.
So I've seen the music video, and the dance crew, are they from Britain's Got Talent or are they from America's Got Talent?
America's Got
Talent, right?
Yeah.
So, like you said, you love making music videos yourself. So what came about to direct that music video?
Well, I mean, I really like whenever I make a track, I always have a rough idea for a video in my head, and I like the videos to be like conceptually strong and simple. So whether it's like chain reaction, we just built like a Rube Goldberg machine of just chain reactions following each other. With Any Time as House Time, it's just like it felt like an anthem. So I just filmed all my friends and I just edited the video in the plane.
I paused it. That was one of the best tunes ever heard it. Oh, go.
Thank you, man. I mean, I had a lot of fun making it, and for me, making a video is as much fun as making a song, And I think even with like Back to Life is one of the videos. You actually see me where I'm at the end of my life.
Oh yeah.
And I tricked people into. I gave a free show in Los Angeles unannounced.
Wicked.
And I went into this club. Like Don Diablo's gonna play here tonight, free entrance.
Mad.
And but I came on stage as an 88-year-old man in my outfit. Like people were like, what's going on?
Who's this?
So like it's kind of like a simple concept, and I think for My Window there's not really a deeper meaning behind it.
Okay.
Some of the records have like an emotional, an emotional sort of baggage.
Yeah.
But this record's straight up dancing.
Straight up.
get into the club, throw your jacket off, wave your hair around, and just go crazy and
Do your thing.
do your thing. And I felt like, you know, I've always been a fan of those sort of really, you know, those dancing crews. And the Wrecking Crew Orchestra has always been one of my favorites.
Yeah, sure.
So I don't know. I just had the idea, like I just in the middle of the night I contacted them and we went back and forth, literally myself on email. Yeah.
Crazy.
And I was like, I need to have you guys for my video.
Yeah.
And I actually made it happen, and it's out there and it's going viral and it's crazy.
Amazing.
So, yeah, I love it.
Over 600,000 views on YouTube already. It's only been like 3-4 days.
It's crazy, right? Yeah.
Man.
So I know, yeah. It's really like it's up to you to make it something special. I think a lot of people depend on their record labels or their management for, you know, something spectacular to happen. But I think you have to, you know, grind yourself and make it happen and put in those emails and shake those hands yourself.
Yeah. Wicked. Now I've got my piece of paper with me. Should have done
a
this.
nice warm up downstairs in meanwhile.
Uh-huh.
7 Nation Army at 12 o'clock in the evening. And just say, please, Mr. Warm Up DJ, learn the trade, you know?
What's the trade?
The trade is like to, you know, like really sort of build it up. Like,
Right.
like when it's like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock,
Yeah.
just kind of like be respectful.
Right.
Don't play 7 Asian Army before the headliner goes on.
So that's a bad
I
error.
think it's like a lot of DJs mistake where it's like, oh, I'm sacrificing myself for the headliner. No, it's like play the music that you really like.
Yeah.
And really sort of like build the crowd towards a point of like excitement.
Yeah.
And I personally, actually, I prefer that. I really enjoy doing it for other people.
Yeah?
I'm always like, put me on early. Because I can play the records that I love, and
Yeah.
it's like I don't have to play peak time. But when I play early, I do it respectfully, and I'm not gonna throw out like all the hits before the headliner goes on.
So by the sounds of that reaction, I don't think the warm-up DJ is doing his thing right now, is he? He's not doing a good job.
No, I mean you get used to it. Like
Yeah.
that's why I went into a position where I was like, I just have to work my ass off every day for a couple of years in a row and just be able to play mostly my own music. So I'm not worried anymore. Sometimes I come into a club 5 minutes before. I just came early, especially for you.
Oh.
Yeah, normally I walk in the club 5 minutes ahead because I always get a little bit nervous when I...
Really?
Yeah. So
Even at your level, you get nervous?
I just want to walk like straight into the room, boom, and start, and then read the crowd from there. And you know, I don't really play a lot of the other records that, you know, other DJs are playing. So yeah, I don't like waiting around either.
Yeah.
You know, when you're just sitting in the backstage,
Yeah.
like 30 minutes,
TikTok.
what's going on?
Yeah.
I could have done that edit in my hotel room, and so I don't know. Yeah, I just like to go in like that.
Straight in.
But it's the thing, and especially in America, and it's hard. It seems to be harder for people to kind of, you know, learn the true trade of DJing and putting in the work.
Yeah. Now speaking of DJing, I did a quick hashtag Ask Diablo on Twitter. Now one question I got was, is it possible to make it in the industry worldwide as you did by just being a DJ?
The honest answer is no, I guess. The dishonest answer is, you know, it's not a secret that a lot of guys are just DJs and they just buy their records
Right.
on the invisible market,
Yeah.
you know, behind closed doors. So yeah, I mean, I guess it is then, you're right?
Yeah.
If you have the money, if you have the contacts, I think a lot of guys out there, they make a quick career through this way. So actually, I'm quite upbeat about it. I'd say yes. Without a minimum amount of talent and a decent amount of money, you still have a career.
Wicked. Time is literally up, guys, but what can we expect from...
You do 2 more, it's fine.
You've got 2 more?
Yeah,
Alright, we'll go for... I'll give you... Alright, cool. Alright, 3 more. Cheeky. Alright, cool. Would you rather want to lose a arm or have no fingers? Hashtag Ask Diablo Jawstar.
That's interesting. Lose an arm or have no fingers? No fingers in both hands. I'll probably just... I want to lose an arm, I guess.
Yeah, you can still produce, isn't it?
Exactly. I can still do a lot with one. The more difficult question would be: would you rather be blind or deaf?
Oh, no, you answer that one.
I don't know. I'd still, even though music is my biggest love in life, I'd still go for deaf probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, because it's like, yeah, I'd feel so totally helpless if I'm in the dark. You know, like, and if you're blind, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough. I'd go into a career of movie making, I guess.
Yeah.
Make a shift. I think God's trying to show me something if He made me deaf.
Maybe God show Don Diablo a sign, maybe.
He's like, that horrible music has to stop. Please make him deaf, God.
God, please. Wicked, man. So describe your show in advance in one word.
My what?
Your show tonight in one word in advance.
In one word, unexpected.
Unexpected. Jeremiah here from at Represent Radio from the O2 Academy with the one and only Don Diablo. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you, man, for the great questions.
Thank you. And make sure you follow him on Twitter out there. I'll try to work it out.
Is it here or here?
We'll go for it. Yeah.
Right there? Okay.
We'll go for it.
Here. Okay. Perfect.
It's good.
Okay. Follow me here, guys.
Sweet, you're going to leave me hanging.
Yeah, no, I'm never going to keep you hanging.
Never.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much and we'll see you soon.